Welcome back to our playthrough of Battle for Middle-earth, a good side campaign. In the last episode, we helped the Fellowship through the mines of Moria, and now we are going to command Eomer and the Rohirrim and see what they are up to at this time. So here they are, and we actually have a choice for the first time in which battlefield we want to move them to. We have Westfold, Rohan, or Eastern Rohan. And depending on what we choose will give us a different reward. So this one will give us 10% resources. I don't know if that's starting resources or like a resource multiplier as you gain them. And I'll have to explain how resources work in this episode. Command points, that lets you command more troops. That's like a higher population. Or power points, and that's the powers of the even star, which I showed a little bit of last time, but we'll definitely look at once we start our mission. So I am thinking I would like to go to either Eastern Rohan or just normal Rohan. The command is nice. The power is nice. We're going to go to Eastern Rohan first, I think. All right, here we go.
The eastern border of Rohan's lands is a fertile grassland with bountiful farms.
We must be prepared for war. Everyone able should stand ready to defend Rohan.
Okay.
There are forces at work that trouble our king and plague these lands.
So now we have Eomer. We have some Rohirrim. Let's see here. Here's the powers of the Evening Star, which I had mentioned. So currently, we can take this one here, which is Gandalf the White. Our Power of the Astari, yes, which is going to turn Gandalf into Gandalf the White and make him significantly more powerful. We don't have Gandalf on this mission, so I'm going to avoid that one. We instead are going to go with Elven Gifts for now, which is going to increase the power of all heroes. We do have a hero. We have Eomer. And we are going to save this and take this one later when we are back with the Fellowship. After we complete this mission, we should have that 3 points we need. And I can't remember if the next mission we go back to the Fellowship or not. We could also take this, which would kind of affect the peasants that Eomer has, but we're not going to because, well, I'll get to that in a minute. So let's take a look at Eomer. Well, let's look at our objectives. Destroy all evil camps. Bonus, save all Rohan refuges, build 6 farms, rank Eomer up to level 1. Alright, we should probably do those things while we are going about our mission. So this is our camp, and we have these plots, which are the only place we can build on. So we're going to make a couple farms, first of all, at least one. And farms just passively generate resources every few seconds. And what else do we have here? We have the stables, where we're going to build Rohirrim. We have a statue, which gives a sort of aura of a little buff to everyone around it. And let's see, there are 5 buildings, 6 plots. We'll build a second farm. I don't think we need all of these buildings. What's this one? The archery range. I also don't think we need an archery range right now. This will let us train archers, but for this map, we aren't in a castle with big walls that we want to put archers on. So I don't think we're going to do that. We are going to build the well. What the well does is it heals soldiers that are near it. So we want that so we can bring our Rohirrim back to refresh them occasionally. We are going to build a stable here in a moment. And that way we can train more Rohirrim. There we go.
Raiders of the mark.
And these other spots we are just going to fill with more farms, and we're also going to build some defense towers once we can. We have 60 out of 100 supply, so we can probably build, I don't know, 2 or 3 more groups of Rohirrim. But we're going to look around here. So in Battle for Middle-earth, you can't build anywhere. Oh, here we go. Here's some of those refugees. So we're just going to run these guys right over. That is one of the really cool things you can do with cavalry units. And playing Rohan is all about the cavalry. So now we found a random spot out here in the wilderness where we can build another farm. And so we are going to do that. We're going to take these guys back to heal up here at camp.
We are a strong people. We're going over there.
Okay, now we got some refugees as well. Now these guys are... I wasn't going to build any of them. These are like the basic infantry unit for Rohan. And you create them at the farm. They're basically just peasants. Now, they're not very good. Actually, they're pretty bad. But if we took this draft ability, that would give them a buff. It would give them, basically arm them, give them a little bit of armor, and make them not awful.
Follow my lead.
But my way of thinking is that if you're playing Rohan and you're not building a massive, just pretty much straight up cavalry, you're not playing Rohan right.
We ride.
So that's basically what we're going to do. Now that those guys are healed up again, we're going to send them back out. And we had this farm up here we built. But I saw over here another spot where we could build. Now this is an outpost. This is like a little mini town, which we don't have enough right now, but once we get a couple more resources here, we need 600, there we go. That'll give us 3 plots to build on, so we're gonna definitely want that. And we'll build some more farms there probably, maybe another fountain so we can heal our troops if we're up in this area.
Follow my lead. Hey, it's the enemy.
And there's another spot to build a farm. Okay, what's going on the map? All right, that's the Eye of Sauron. It's scouting around. And there are some more Urukai. All right, we're just gonna run them down again and try and save as many of these refugees as we can. Some guys here with crossbows, we're gonna run them down as well. There we go, we saved another group. Take them back to the camp, get them healed up. Did I hear somebody fighting? I guess not. Alright, and as said, we're gonna build some more farms up here and another well so we can heal if we're up there. And then we got a little bit of resources left, so I'm going to start building some defensive towers around our camp, just in case the Urukai decide to bring the fight to us.
Let us hunt some more.
And I think we should have enough to, yep, use up all of the places in the camp. Now I'm glad we're saving refugees and everything, but I'm admittedly a little annoyed that they're taking up our command limit. I wanted to build more Rohirrim, but that's all right. We'll get a higher command limit as we do more missions, and we can get our army bigger and stronger and just slay. So, all right, we got some guys over here, and we're just gonna keep running them down. I'll say one thing about this game. I love it. It's a lot of fun, but it is kind of the balance is a real problem. I'm gonna use heal on our troops here. The good guys are much stronger than the bad guys, which is beneficial to us now, but it's gonna make the evil campaign pretty tricky once we do it. That's okay though. I'm excited for that. Alright, run them down here. And we'll go build a farm on this spot. Uh-oh. I'm seeing on our map here that some Uruks have found that one farm we built over this way. So we're going to send our Rohirrim over to deal with that. One really cool thing about the campaign is that the units you build, and if you upgrade them as well, they'll carry over to future missions. So all these Rohirrim, we didn't build any new ones, but if we had, they would be available in the next place we'd go, which is pretty cool, in my opinion. So there we are. We're just going to run them over, finish off the stragglers. And that building, I can't remember if it'll repair itself over time, or maybe you need to use the peasants to repair it. Yeah, we'll send some peasants down here. And then Aemir, we're going to have you and your guys go up to this fountain and heal. How are we doing on our bonus objectives? Oh, we're doing great. We've completed them all. Now we just need to find and destroy the evil camp. So we haven't actually quite hit our command limit. I might be able to make... not quite. I can't quite make more Rohirrim.
We are a strong people.
I'm going to take these peasants down here to defend this camp. Or that farm, excuse me. We'll leave these peasants over at this farm where they are headed. Well, I guess it will repair over time. Maybe you can just speed up repairs with the peasants.
Let us hunt some orc. Keep these lands safe.
Alright, Eomer and his guys are basically ready to go again. Let's get an idea of where we're going to send them.
That must be the enemy.
Oh,
We ride.
that's a good spot. We'll just head down here and back up these peasants, because they're probably going to get seriously cut down. Yeah, I thought they'd be able to hold their own at least a little while against the Uruks, but apparently not. Well, good side of that is we can make some more Rohirrim.
Riders of the mark.
These little numbers here you see popping up, that is from a passive ability that Eomer has. These guys coming up to attack our camp. This passive ability he has called Outlaw Leadership, which gives him resources for killing enemies. Well, actually, everyone around him gets resources for killing enemies, so it's quite good.
People will need us.
Okay, well, the towers at our camp make quick work of them. We're gonna head back down here where we were. Oh,
Set forth.
they're sending more guys.
Away.
All right, well, we're gonna take out this
Follow my lead.
this bunch here as well. And
Keep these lands
oh
safe.
man, they're really hitting us pretty hard at the moment.
Stay sharp.
There's that other group of Rohirrim we made, and I think we can make one more. Yeah.
Go as they are. Go with haste. Set forth. Keep these lands safe. Go with
All right. Well, we are going to use our heal ability on this whole group before we push forward.
already taken this area.
But we do need to put the pressure back on them because they're starting to push back on us. So, okay. So there they have a lumber camp, and that's
Go with
the
haste. Go with haste.
kind of the evil version of the farm. So we're going to tear it down and build a farm in the spot where it is, and continue searching for the enemy camp. For these orcs. Oh, here comes some more
Away.
crossbowmen.
Away. They're here.
A couple more down there. I think we have another group of Rohirrim we can send down to join with the main group. Are these peasants still alive? They're still alive. Barely.
Gather your weapons. The darkness covers our lands. Away. Go with haste.
Alright, we got a pretty good column of cavalry building up here now.
Go with
So we're gonna run in, make quick work of all these guys. Oh, alright, we found the enemy camp. And they are dug in pretty well, actually.
Keep these lands safe. We ride. Set forth. Follow my lead. We ride.
Okay,
Strike swiftly.
well, they don't have a lot of towers. That's a good sign. So we are going to work real hard to destroy their Uruk pit here. This is the building that creates the Urukai. And if we destroy it, they won't be able to make any more. Oh, okay, we got a couple of guys trying to go up to attack us. We're going to make some more Rohirrim. There's a little bit of a trick you can do with the system here. So each Rohirrim, as you see, are like a unit. And each unit has a certain amount of command points. But as the unit doesn't completely disappear unless everyone in it dies. So you can have like one person left, and it will that group will still respawn if you take them back to heal at the well. But their command, the amount of command they're using up will go down. So if you're clever and quick, you can sometimes have just a bunch of wounded force, and that'll lower your command limit, and then you can continue to make troops that you normally wouldn't be able to make. So, alright, like right there, we made a few more. We're going to send them down there, although I think we might, if we destroy this, I think this is going to finish this mission. Not exactly sure. There might be more than one enemy camp, but we'll see. Destroy all evil camps. So there's probably more than one.
Man of Rohan.
guys get on in there. And... oh, alright, I guess we did destroy the camp. That was the only one, I guess.
Valor, honor, have taken us down.
Alright, so there's the score screen. We're just going to go on through that. Got our army there.
The elven city of Lothlorien has long been a land of peace and beauty. It is now threatened by the forces of Sauron.
Alright, looks like next episode, Lothlorien. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you next time as we continue our journey to win the Battle for Middle-earth.